Hello and welcome to another scrapbookpal.com video. I'm Carrie Rhoades and I'm very excited to be showing you the Spellbinders die set Floral Hi. Here you can see each of the dies and what they cut out as well as the negative piece. And here you can see what I am die cutting with each of those dies using white and 3 different shades of gray. Here's all the pieces I'm going to be using for this card. I've cut some out multiple times. The small flowers that I'm putting on right now are from a very, very light shade of gray. Probably hard to tell on the screen that it's even gray. And I die cut 3 sets of these flowers. So I die cut the flower die 3 times from this gray cardstock. And now I'm just gluing them on. And you can see here that the flowers are going to overlap this largest base piece. And so that is why I die cut 2 of the base pieces, and I'll show you how I'm going to work that out after I get all these little pieces glued on. Then the leaves or the kind of branches, those are die cut from a medium gray cardstock, and I die cut that die 4 times. And still some of the pieces on my base are going to be white. There's also individual leaves that are die cut when you die cut the leaf die. I ended up not using any of those. I wanted there to be the 4 different shades on this piece: light gray, medium gray, dark gray, and the white. And so you can just piece it together however you like it best. And now, instead of trying to trim off the ends of those stems to match my die, I'm going to take the second die and trim away all of the branch and flower pieces all the way around. And that's going to give me a piece that I can layer over the top of my base piece. It will hide all of those stems and all those things that I don't want to show. And you can either glue this down with adhesive like glue or tape, or you can go ahead and pop it up with some foam squares, which is what I end up doing for this piece, just giving it some more depth and dimension. So we'll cover the back of that with some foam squares, and once you stick it on, you will not be able to see all those stems going over where I want to put the word hi. So we'll stick that right down, and there, it just covers it right up. Okay, so now we can glue on our letters. Hi, this is from the darkest of my 3 gray cardstocks. And when I first decided to glue this down, I thought, oh, I think I definitely want to put 2 layers here. I didn't want to put it up on foam squares because that would make the card just a little too thick. So that's when I decided I would go ahead and do 2 layers here. You could even do 3 depending on how thick you wanted it to be, but I just like that it looks a little bit thicker than 1 layer of the cardstock that it's mounted on. So it's got a lot of depth and dimension and interest in this one little piece, and it's so pretty, and it's really just die cutting and gluing together, so it's really easy to do, but you get a beautiful end result. All right, I'm using these Wavy banner dies from Lawn Fawn, and I'm going to emboss a sentiment from the Wavy sayings, love you lots, right onto this. This is the medium gray cardstock that I used on this card for the leaves, and I love that the sentiment is wavy just like the banner, so it stamps down very easily. I'll emboss that with some Lawn Fawn white embossing powder, so it'll really pop off of this gray banner. Heating that to melt the powder with my gun, and then I'm going to stick this onto my card once I get all my background pieces together. So I have a piece of Watercolor Wishes patterned paper from Lawn Fawn, and I had some kind of mauve-like cardstock or rose cardstock in my stash that matched it beautifully, I felt. So the Watercolor Wishes cardstock I cut to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and then the base piece that it's on is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I'm mounting that onto my gray top folding card that's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue down my little hi flower piece, my floral hi, making sure to put little dots of glue on those branches so they don't get caught on anything and they're well adhered to the card. And I can get really small dots of glue with this Tombow multi-liquid glue. It's my favorite glue. All right, so we'll stick that down, and also if you don't press one of your branches down and the glue dries, this glue is still tacky when it's dry, so you can always press it down later if it kind of pops back up or you missed pressing it down, which I ended up having to do. So another cool thing about that glue. So a few more foam squares to mount my sentiment. And then I'm going to add some embellishment. So I have my glitter pen from Lawn Fawn. I'm going to use that to color over the word hi. That's going to darken it up a tiny bit and then also give it that fun shimmer. When you turn it in the light, you see that extra special shimmer on there. I love that. So we'll color the whole thing in, and this pen works by pressing down on the tip. So if you find that your glitter and shimmer is not flowing like you want it to, just press down on the tip 1 or 2 times and some more will fill in that tip. And now I'm using Nuvo drops in Simply White to cover, well, to add some little embellishments. I'm not covering anything, no. Just adding some dots here and there to kind of fill this out. Have some pieces that are a different texture. I love that, having different textures on my card and different, you know, things that are shiny, just different elements that allow you to really enjoy looking at the card. So that is the Nuvo Simply White drops. It goes really well with these shades of gray and white. And that finishes off today's card. I'm going to tap those down so that they aren't so pointed on the top. And that is the card. A pretty quick and easy card for me, but it's so pretty and it could be used for Valentine's Day or just anytime you want to tell somebody that you love them and say hi, like your sister who lives far away. Maybe that's just me. So that is it for today. I thank you so much for stopping by Scrapbook Pal and watching this video. If you're new here, we'd love for you to subscribe. We have new videos every week. Bye.